Good evening. Well, this is news for tonight. This is the news for tonight. I'm your host for tonight, Catboy Kunhua. In the news. In the recent release of all these books coming out criticizing Donald Trump, such as Omarosa's Unhinged, Bob Woodward's Fear, and Rick Wilson's Everything He Touches Dies, some people say it's unfair to criticize Trump in a book because it's like criticizing the Amish on TV.
That's good.
Today, Donald Trump commented on the controversy surrounding his hand-picked nomination for the Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. The Senate hearing has been mired by accusations of rape when Brett Kavanaugh was still in high school. This has halted his fast-tracked approval as the Senate has agreed to delay his hearing until the accuser has a chance to testify. Donald Trump says all of these accusations are both false and unfair to Kavanaugh, which Trump commented has taken a toll on Kavanaugh's closest family, his lovely wife and his beautiful 2 daughters. Then Trump went on to comment that Kavanaugh's daughters are so lovely, if he didn't already have his own beautiful daughter, he'd be inappropriately creepy with them. The Trump campaign is having such a hard time finding black people to support him, they could not find a single black person to hold up the Blacks for Trump sign that was right behind Trump at his latest rally. When that rally person was asked why didn't she at least hold the sign over her face so that people could not see she was actually white, she said that she did not know what was on the sign because she can't read. Can't read. Okay. Now, also recently, Paul McCartney said in an interview that he admitted to masturbating with the other Beatles in a dark room, as they would call out the names of random celebrities, such as Marilyn Monroe, Sophia Loren, or Gina Lollobrigida. Unfortunately, John Lennon called out Winston Churchill, and that killed the mood. And Paul said, if you think John couldn't top that, John brought Yoko along, and that permanently killed the mood. Pornhub has recently announced they're hosting an origami porn channel, but it's pay-per-view only. Canada, a group of thugs attempted to rob a pot dispensary using bear spray. It was unknown if they assumed the store was actually run by a bear. One of the store's employees chased off the attempted robbers by attempting to knock them out with a giant glass bong, thereby using the second most popular means of knocking somebody out using a bong. In other pot news, National Public Radio announced a recent study that increasing numbers of older adults are using marijuana. Police responded to this by arresting some young black teenagers. On the upside, at least old people are now going to smell weird for a cool reason. Also, the study found out that almost 1/4 of Americans over 65 who've used marijuana said they had gotten a go-ahead from their doctor. Here's a picture of that doctor now. Yeah. It also turns out that older pot users are going to get absolutely fried out of their gourds because the smaller amount of marijuana is going to hit you a lot harder when you're older. If they smoke too much, it can tragically lead to memory loss, leading them to tell long, rambling stories, and they could get the munchies so bad they wind up eating dinner at 4:30. And finally, in the news, I have a public message for you. Do not ask what this is about. Don't look it up. Don't seek it. Don't Google it. I swear to God, you don't want to know. It is bad. Don't. There's Mario Kart and Donald Trump trending on Twitter. I looked it up, and oh shit, did I regret it. Trust me, you just don't want to know. Okay, now we're going to go on to a new segment called This Day in Fake History. Brand new segment. Right.
Yay.
On this day in fake history, on this day of September 18, 1922, the construction of a new hydroelectric generating station in Niagara Falls was delayed for 5 years as Canadian Parliament failed to legalize the use of electricity. Sir Adam Beck attempted to break the stalemate by going over Niagara Falls in a barrel in order to generate publicity for a referendum to legalize the use of electricity in Canada, which unfortunately the referendum failed to do as the French were greatly opposed to it. The Ontario legislature took it upon themselves to legalize and regulate the use of electricity, bypassing federal legislation, as the feds failed to properly define electricity by scientific means, describing it as that sparky stuff that Edison came up with. So instead, the provincial government labeled it hydropower, and to this very day, we refer to our electric utility as hydro in Ontario. That's the news for tonight. That's the way you wish it wasn't. I'm Catboy Kunhua.
Yay!